Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment, we have this worldwide Globemaster 12-inch adjustable wrench, and this big hefty wrench is really handy for certain jobs, which I'll tell you in just a moment about. And yeah, it's got a range of up to 35 mils. It says say up to 40, but it stops at 35. So let me just show you how wide that actually is. That is full opening. It won't go any further, and that is 35 mils, which is quite a big opening. You can hold quite a few things with that, which is quite nice. And yeah, it's generally a really handy little wrench, especially for doing stuff like tie rod arms. So you can hold tie rods, so you can put your spanner on the tie rod and hold the tie rod arm so it doesn't spin when you're trying to undo it, which is really handy. Great for holding stuff like the stud extractor that I use quite a bit for removing like broken bolts and stuff. So you can open this up to the width you need and hold on. Also good for when you haven't got the right size spanner, when you're dealing with some bigger bolts that just so happen to turn up and make your life a bit difficult. This little, well I say little, but it's actually massive, really did help. It's got this nice comfort grip handle on it. So let me quickly just show you that once I've done that. So yeah, this nice, really nice, easy to hold comfort grip handle, gives you a fair amount of force. And because it's 12 inches long, you can wedge it against something. So like for instance, if you are doing a tie rod end or tie rod at all, you can clamp it down on your tie rod end, wedge it against the lower control arm or the suspension, anywhere you can get it so it's nice and wedged in, and then you can break your bolt loose, especially when you're dealing with the more stubborn type of bolts. They can be quite difficult, but yeah, you, like I said, whack this on. And a key thing with all of these adjustable wrenches is you want to have the fixed end in the direction you're turning. So if you're tightening a bolt, you want to have this turning clockwise, and if you're loosening a bolt, you want to have this turning anti-clockwise. So this doesn't move because the sloppy end can help strip out bolts, and you don't want that. Speaking of slop, there is a bit of slop in this, but for considering the size of it, it's not too bad. It does get worse the further down you go, so the wider you make it, the worse the slop is, but it's not that bad really. Bit of play, but like I said, for the price of it and the amount you're using it, it's not too bad. I did have a bolt somewhere that I was going to do a quick demonstration on, showing you how to undo it, but I can't find that. Let me grab one out of this little box I've got here. Now here's a bolt. And very simple, you guys know how these work. So I want to undo this one, so I have this. And that is about 13 mil. So you want to make sure they're nice and tight. And then all you have to do, which can be very difficult to see on camera, just turn this the way you want to turn it. Or hold it, and then you can just undo it by hand. But yeah, very handy for that sort of thing. And like I said, it goes right the way down to the small sizes. I wouldn't recommend using it on something this small normally. I normally use it on the bigger stuff. And like I said, lifesaver when it comes to tie rod ends. Also quite handy for when you're dealing with odd size things. You need to get something on to hold it while you're dealing with it. So often I found myself opening this up and use it to wedge something in place, so I can quickly undo it. For instance, if you're doing like a coolant pipe that's really flexible, you can clamp this down, put some rag in here and clamp it down on it so it doesn't move too much while you're undoing it, because that can be a problem. And like I said, it opens fairly wide, goes from realistically probably 5 mil, which is this size, to 35 mil, So nothing too bad really. So look, this is like 5mm just here. Again, 5mm is probably a bit too small. You wouldn't really want to be putting this on a 5mm fastener, but sometimes you need to. Most of the time I use it in the 20 to 35 range. So anywhere from about here to here. That just really does help get some of the bigger bolts. Sometimes I use it like for the 18s. Sometimes as well you need to like 2 80mm spanners, and sometimes I don't take 2 80mm with me. So sometimes I've just got my little carry about tool bag, tool tote, which I will show you guys in a future video. Just working on that video now. And sometimes you need 2 18s, like one to hold one side of a suspension bolt and one to hold another, and just break it loose with the spanner. This is mainly for holding. You can undo bolts with this, like I said, I've undone some big bolts. The other day I was helping someone with their car, and this was the only thing that we could find that would hold a particularly rounded bolt that was around, should have been a 36, but it rounded down to around a 34. I'd say roughly. It's a bit difficult, but we had to get this on there and break the nut loose, and then we just replaced the nut with a bigger nut with a new nut, which made life so much simpler. I also find this is great for like dealing with some more difficult things. So like anyway, you can get this really good and useful for getting onto really stuck and stubborn oil caps. So like, you know, the filler caps on your top of the engine, some of them get really stiff and really held up, and I know you can use a spanner. Sometimes I just like to get this on there and just give it a quick turn and it'll just pop it loose. But probably where there's little bits of damage have come from on this. Let me just quickly zoom in so you can have a closer look. See, there's a few bits of wear here. That is from where I used an impact gun. I was holding a stud extractor and I was using an impact gun with this. And yeah, it does sometimes spin a bit, especially when you don't have it tightly clamped down. And that is the key with using always adjustable wrenches. Make sure you're turning it in the right direction. So make sure this fixture is in the direction you want to turn it. So if you're tightening, you want to turn it clockwise, and if you're, like I said earlier, turn it loosening, you want to turn it anti-clockwise. And make sure when you've got these on the bolt that you're trying to undo, that is firmly locked in. You've got it as tight as you possibly can. Sometimes I even find myself holding my thumb here because it does tend to back off a bit, and then you can just quickly get this off. Obviously this bolt's a bit small, you normally use a lot bigger bolts. But now I'm going to move on to my final thoughts, and if you've enjoyed this video so far and my ramblings about an adjustable spanner, please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you're new. It really helps me on the channel out, because some more cool videos coming soon, some more tool videos and some more repair videos on their way. But as for the final thoughts, I'm going to give this a 4 spanner rating. It's a really handy, really useful adjustable wrench for the price. Having the big size, you know, 12 inches or 305mm I believe, is really good. The price was really affordable. I picked this up from a local shop called Jim's, but you can get these online. I will put a link in the description down below. It's not a sponsored link, but it is a link to where you can get one for yourself if you're looking for one. Yeah, so as I said, really good little tool, well worth picking up. And a huge thank you to my Fixing Club members, Mako, Rodney, Jason, Sebi and Mr. R. Thank you for support. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.